today we're going to be playing some more Doki Doki. Alright, so I'm torn right now between Sayori and Yuri. Like, I know you guys want me to go with Yuri. I still feel a little guilty for not walking her home, but she wanted space, right? She wanted space, guys. And it makes sense if she had feelings for us, she wants some space, right? I'm gonna go with Yuri. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Yuri. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out with Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Evel? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. Yeah, but she already hated me. So here's what I have to say. If I went and I baked with her, I have a feeling she wouldn't actually have me do anything because she's too busy being salty over the fact that I have feelings for Yuri. Like, how dare I? That's why picking her or Monica was kind of a moot point for me, because Monica has already shown there's no ill feelings, like, towards me at all. She seems to be, like, very motherly and very nice. Not saying Natsuki is nice, it's just she doesn't like me because I like Yuri. I want to hang out with Yuri. So I feel like picking her would have been nothing. I was torn between her and Sayori because of how odd Sayori was acting, but she left and she was in a good mood and she didn't seem to want to talk to me. So I could make things worse potentially by going over there and bugging her for the whole weekend. You know? Another thing I don't like about these kinds of games, which I'm sure it'll come up by the end of this, whatever they're talking about, is if I was in this position in real life, however weird it may be, but if I was thrown into a position like this, Sayori literally lives right next door. I would check in on her automatically, basically, over the course of the whole weekend, because I would want to make sure she's alright, you know? Like, without annoying her. If I just picked her, I have a feeling the game would have me annoy her all weekend, which could make her problems worse if she's already not feeling good, you know? Shout out there, buddy! Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Evel? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll all turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I really don't know why Evel picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so, I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. Blah, blah, blah. My English today, guys. Ugh. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I began to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Oh, hell yeah, that's the attitude you need, Natsuki! We're going to blow people away with our amazing cupcakes. They're going to be like, these poems are awesome, maybe I will do it. And then they'll take a bite of the cupcake and they'll be just smacked in the face with flavor and amazing. And they'll just be like, holy shit, I have to read a poem now. This is amazing. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. Oh, I should probably save it, huh? I'm saving it at each junction for right now because I'm not sure. Like, we had that weird screen where Monica was like, here's my rating tip of the day. You better save your game. Like, it was really weird, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm saving it because there's no way they would put that in there for no good reason, right? I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. This is kind of weird, but whatever. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is cleaned. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Evel. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Yuri! I didn't feel bad! Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason that with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Huh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and then Yuri follows. I can't believe this! Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. Not to mention, I'm assuming because this is over the weekend, we're actually going to be spending more time together one-on-one than we have in the club. Like, that's a thing as well. I would be very anxious about that. And it wouldn't matter if I wanted to hit that person up or if I wanted to actually get to know that person as a friend. That would make me anxious as fuck. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance that I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? I think it's a little too early for that. I think you should get to know... My opinion is that in most circumstances, especially if it's like school related or if it's a close... someone that you're going to see often, I think you should get to know that person as a person. And then maybe you could start to hit on them. Because like right now, we don't know for sure if Yuri really has any feelings for us. Like hardcore, like we know that she might have some crush feelings just from the outside looking in. But like from my character's perspective... I would feel that I would want to get to know that person more. But then again, I do not live in an anime world, and we've seen what happens in an anime world. I mean, it's insane. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. Oh, is it the next day? It's already Sunday! I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally! Hell yeah! Okay, that's kind of cool. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. We haven't even, like, knocked on the door. Okay, I understand if we don't have her number, but again, it comes back to in real life, I would have checked on her. Like, why wouldn't you just check on her to make sure everything's okay? But then again, in real life, I feel like I would try to get the phone numbers of the other girls, just so that we're, you know, I mean, once it's clear that we're all staying in the club and whatever else. Just for planning reasons and for like, oh, what books are we gonna read, or what the theme is for the poem, or whatever else. I feel like Exchanging numbers isn't a bad thing when it comes to that. And it's not as intimate when it comes to that. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? But she made a point of pushing us away. I don't think she needs us. I don't know. Plus, this girl has to have other friends. Like, there's no way she doesn't have anyone else. I mean, he makes it sound like, our character makes it sound like she goes to school and she's a really happy, bubbly person and she talks to other people and she gets to know other people, and that leads me to believe she has other friends, and we're just kind of the next door neighbor. Like, we've always just kind of been there. So I don't feel like we're putting him aside. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's what I would do. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. I mean, yeah, we even the beginning of the game, I've mentioned cleaning her room and shit. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. Cool. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Well, if it's morning time. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Evel! I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Her room so far looks a lot like how I would picture her room to be. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that is true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Evel. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? It is! You're the one who pushed me to go to the club. I actually, got to know some people now. I'm very confused by how upset she is. This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, is this about the question she asked? You weren't weak. What the hell? Then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. No, that's not necessarily true. I feel like my character still would have been worried for her, regardless, just because of how uncharacteristic it is for her to behave the way she did when she was in club, and then the fact that she left early. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, man. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Evel. But, you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're just really gonna make me say it, aren't you, Evel? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. Oh my god. I need to take that hit home. That hit home way too hard. Oh my god. Whew. Wow. That was a good one. I didn't actually see that coming. I just thought she was bummed. Okay, now I feel really bad for ignoring her. Oh my god. I should have come. She would have thought it was still because I felt guilty. Oh my god. Wow. I don't think there's anything really that I can say at this point that doesn't sum up. She did a really good job of... Wow. Holy shit. That hits way too home. Way too home. Any of you out there feeling anything close to this, people around you enjoy you. People around you, it might feel like the world's against you. It might feel like it's not worth getting out of the bed in the morning. But you are needed. You are loved. You are not a burden. You are an amazing individual. And the fact that you can fight that so hard every day, you deserve all the hugs. You deserve all the cookies. Like, for real. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Well, I mean, from what it sounds like, we've only been here and there. Like, we haven't been great friends with her. She's just kind of been next door. So we've only seen bits and pieces. And it's easy to pretend that everything's okay. It's easy to be happy because you don't want anyone to worry for you, right? I mean, that's the big thing. I know when I've gone through my periods of feeling depressed and not wanting to be here, the last thing I want to do is clue anyone in on how I'm feeling. Because that just adds to the whole, I don't want anyone worrying about me. I don't want anyone thinking I'm a burden. I don't want any extra energy expelled on me. I'm not worth that. And again, shout out to all of you people out there. You are 110% worth that. You might not think it, but you sure as fuck are. How is it possible? Okay, I read that. Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Evel. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Because it's easier to distract yourself. It's easier to look at everyone else being happy or to make someone else happy and you feel that little bit. You're just like, oh my god. A little bit more is right with the world. It's distracting from what's going on inside. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in this club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Evel. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. You better hug her. You better fucking hug her, boy. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. No, not because you were selfish. You wanted to share your interests with someone else. You were not being selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Thank you! Ah! Evel, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Eval. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Come on, Sayori. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Eval, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. I think we're doing the best thing we can do in this situation. Our character didn't know she was suffering. Oh, I can talk. Our character didn't know she was suffering from depression. Now we know. We can be much more supportive. And I feel like if I didn't hug her in that situation, I would be a fucking monster. Because I know in that situation, even if I didn't want to be hugged, it's what I needed. You need to be reminded sometimes. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Eval. The only time I'm not feeling like nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. Yeah, in that position, I probably would cancel. I would probably text Yuri and I would say something's up, or I would walk into another room and I would, like, bathroom or whatever, and I would discreetly call her and be like, okay, this is a big deal. Something big is happening. Maybe not even necessarily say what's going on, because it's not anybody else's business to know what's going on with Sayori. That's all to her discretion. The worst thing you can do is just blab about it. But I would be like, something really big has come up. I have to cancel on you. I am so sorry. I will do what I can to make it right. But right now, a close friend or a close family member, because I would pick one or the other, really fucking needs me. Like, really needs me. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. Well, it is right next door. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? Yes, that's a good idea. It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? God damn it. Like, the last thing I want to do is leave her alone. The last thing that I would want to do is leave her alone with her thoughts. Because that's the scariest. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry about it too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I still find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. There's still a lot to prepare for, guys. I mean, we've literally got like 3 or 4 people. I'm barely capable. Let's be real. I am new to this club. I'm barely fucking capable. We've got 3 or 4 people to take care of 3 huge ass tasks that need to get done before the festival. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Oh my god, she is adorable! Holy crap! Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Well, I mean, if she hasn't had a lot of friends, I could kind of see that you wouldn't think to text someone, and it would be kind of super awkward to someone that you haven't. No, well, we did text a little bit, but we don't know the content of the text. It could have literally just been like, hey, hope your day's going well, or it could have been strictly just like literature club business, like, oh, do you need me to bring, have any supplies at the ready, that type of thing. So I could kind of see how it would be super awkward to just randomly text me like, oh, I'm at your front door. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Alright, so yeah, I'm willing to bet 90% of the text messages that we talked about in the beginning, that we were excited about, was just in reference to getting stuff for the actual chore. Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. Wow, we cleaned up nice. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. Ah, no. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatch Yuri's wrist while in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Ah, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will just stop by out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great! It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. Oh, cool! How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Real talk, I'm actually pretty familiar with aromatherapy. My mom's kind of a hippie, and I'm kind of a hippie person when it comes to that kind of stuff. I love the more sensual things. I like the different meanings behind the different oils, and like there are different actual health benefits to certain types of oils, certain types of herbs, that sort of shit. It's actually really cool. The biggest thing I'm into is incense. I have an incense and sage problem. I like that stuff all the time. Entire house smells of it. All the time. Not familiar at all. Okay, apparently our character just does not know. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you to feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are these for? Well, Did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. That's kind of actually cool. Wouldn't that be beautiful? That sounds like it could be a disaster or it could be amazing. Like it could look really inspirational and pretty. I don't know. I've never seen that kind of decoration done before. It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. Oh yeah, they're held in the classrooms, aren't they? For like festivals when you're talking about at school. It wouldn't be an outside thing. For some reason my mind was placing this whole thing outside. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. I don't like that kind of laugh. I don't like that kind of laugh. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Well, at least she's happy. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Or maybe it's a little bit of both. Here's a marker, Evel. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Aha. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. Dude! That is the most badass thing ever! I was thinking at first maybe it'd be a replica from like a book. You know how you have like replicas of all of the shit in like the Lord of the Rings series or Harry Potter or literally any popular, semi-popular series out there. There's someone out there that can recreate it or has recreated it. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Ahaha! You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. I know knife collecting is actually a hobby. There's like a long and interesting history for a lot of blades and stuff because I'm a weirdo and I have looked into that kind of shit. Parts of it fascinate me. But that does raise a couple of alarm bells for me. I don't know. She's already kind of a weird person, like not in a bad way at all, but like it's just weird. I'm just imagining this actually playing. You're sitting down in your room. You've got like all these arts and crafts stuff pulled out, right? She pulls out a ribbon. She like folds it over to the right length. She reaches into her bag and she proceeds to pull out this knife that was obviously like specially made or designed. It's a little weird. That can't just be me right there. That is a little weird there. Suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Ahaha. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Excuse me, the internet? Thank you. You can get anything on there. Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Evel! Why'd you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yeah, you probably should have warned me, because if you had that in your bag, you should have had some sort of guard on the actual blade. If you regularly sharpen a knife, or if you have a sharp knife in something cloth, like a bag, You better have some sort of sheath on it, because that's the easiest way to fuck up your belongings right there. You should know that, Yuri. You know about knives. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Oh my god, okay, so she has a weird fetish for blood. Is that what this is gonna lead to? Does she have like a weird bleeding thing? I'm not okay with that. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Uh-oh. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. Okay, no, I'm gonna reaffirm that wasn't just a little weird. That was a lot weird. I was okay with the whole, like, okay, you're into knives, but it's another thing to shove someone's bleeding finger into your mouth. That is not okay. You don't do that, even if you're in an anime. Like, that's not alright. That's a one-way ticket out of the house. That's fucking weird. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yeah, she was trying to help. Oh my god, I don't agree with our character at all. Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. Because that's her kink, obviously. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and I lick her index finger in return. Oh my god, I don't agree with this at all. Where's this going? Evel! Did you really just do that? Okay, well, okay, to be fair, you did it to me and I had a cut, and that's fucking weird. Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Okay, that's kind of judgmental. You literally just did that to me. In my own home. Ahahaha. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine... If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You don't say. You're so weird, Evel. You literally carry around a weird-ass knife, and you just licked my finger. What the hell? Yuri giggles shyly. I thought I liked this character, now I'm a little frightened. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. Oh, I'm trying to process that. I want to go to Sayori's house now. I just want to hide with her. I want to be like, girl, I'm not ready for these kinks. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. She didn't just say that it could cut through skin like it's paper. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. Oh, are we going to pick words? Oh, okay. Never mind. After we finish attaching the papers to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. It's just like, I was on Pinterest and this looked like it was a good idea. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it! What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Tablets? Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was watercolor paint tablets. Okay, I was confused for 2 seconds there. My brain is not 100%. Holy shit. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill up the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Well, yeah, it's watercolor. Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips and then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Oh, okay. She's painting. Nothing. Your face is a little red. We are the most awkward fucking... I can't even... Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and then takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would just do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Whoa, that's probably difficult to actually achieve. Like, I need to pause you right there. That is the first thing. The first one was like something you'd find on Pinterest. That could be really easy to do. Not to say everything you find on Pinterest is really easy to do, but like, I could actually see that working. I don't think this would work, you know, one shot. No. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kia! What are these sound effects? Sorry! Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. You just startled me, that's all. I'm sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh boy, that is kawaii as fuck. Here, I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. Okay, that's a little creepy. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. It's almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? That's what I'm asking right here, people. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Are we gonna kiss? Yuri slowly pulls away. God damn it! Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. We were so close. We were so close! The moment is over, soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here than have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Ah, no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping that we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there'd be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. I wonder if she has, like, a lot of siblings or something. Like, I'm wondering what her home life is like. Because she's very quiet and whatever, which that doesn't really point towards one way or another. You could be really quiet and have a bunch of siblings, or you could be really quiet and be an only child. But I'm just wondering what her home life is like, because she didn't want us to go to her house. That could just be her mom and dad are weird, or a sibling's weird or whatever. I'm probably reading too much into it, but, like, she was really insistent that we go to my house. I don't know. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Evel. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Oh! I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Hi, Evel. Sayori. Just now, we weren't. It's okay, Evel. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. At least Sayori seems in a better mood. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, the music cut out. I just realized the music cut out. There's always been music. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Oh, we got music! Yes! Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. Aw, don't cry! Oh my god! Hug her again! That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Evel? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. You better fucking not! No! Okay? You invite her ass over? Oh my god. You need to, like, See, this is where the lack of choice has upset me a little bit. Because if this was real life, I would try to find friends of hers in, like, a not creepy way. I would try to get from Yuri. I would try to get any of the other girls' numbers. And I would personally text them, call them, do whatever I can and be like, hey, Sayori is not doing good. She is not mentally in a good place. I can't make it better because I have this thing with Yuri. And that's also a thing that I think is contributing to her not feeling good. I need you to just hang out with her. I need you to be with her. I will literally do anything for you. Like, that kind of pisses me off that that's not an option, because you have Yuri's right there. You could literally ask her. She obviously has other people's phone numbers, so, like, it wouldn't be that hard. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Evel. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But what was Monica saying? Because now I'm very upset. Monica better not have said anything to upset her. Monica better have been fucking amazing. Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Evel. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. That's not fucking weak! That is human! Oh my god, I did this to myself. Evel, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Oh, fuck! You're not gonna do this to me! And at that, I'm gonna leave the episode at this. You guys need to comment below because this is tearing my heart in two. I don't want her to do anything bad, and I feel like if I say you'll always be my dearest friend, she'll do something. But if I say I love you, it will be kind of string her along, but then she could get therapy or she could try to deal with it in other ways. I don't fucking know. Leave a comment below, please. Please. I'm begging you people. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like. It would mean the world to me. Till next time, friends. Bye. She is a beautiful beast. Oh god, that's going in outtakes. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more. So on. If I had known, I. Stupid fucking voice. Stupid fucking voice! God damn! Cat fight, for real! I don't know if the mic picked that up, but the cats are actually trying to murder each other. If you feel... Aw.